Officer caught in real life horror movie. This is a suggestion via channel member. Let's go ahead and jump into this immediately. Let's see.
This officer was by himself on a routine welfare check. What he didn't know is that he might be talking to a killer. Just past midnight on November 14th, 2022, a Milwaukee police officer responded to a welfare check in a residential neighborhood. The caller was concerned for their 75-year-old neighbor, who lived with 31-year-old Israel Webb II, a man who shared no familial ties. Officers were likely unaware of Israel's criminal history, which included armed robbery, carrying a concealed weapon, theft, and multiple disorderly conduct charges.
Okay.
According to a community briefing, upon arrival, Israel spoke through a window and agreed to let an officer inside.
And after you. You said you gotta make sure you got an animal or something?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Here, Israel picks up a steel brake rotor on his way into the residence.
Why?
Feel wrong.
What, this one?
Yeah.
Okay. What's that for?
Oh no, it's to block the door and it swings open.
Gotcha.
According to the community briefing, this is the only entrance and exit in the home. The rotor likely weighs around 20 pounds, more than enough to prevent anybody from quickly leaving or entering the room.
You wanna just knock on the door for me?
Rocky? She's laying on her bed.
You're going first, bro.
55426
Dorothy!
20, please.
Where's your bed at?
Yeah.
You guys behind the door?
After you. You got any
Right.
lights here?
Yeah.
You got the lights on?
Yeah, let's turn the lights on.
Oh. Hey, you
All right.
usually go in there for me?
Yeah, no.
Right.
What do you mean?
She's right here.
Oh,
What?
she's right here. Dorothy? Is she sleeping?
Yes.
I mean, but should she have woken up with all this commotion?
How long has she been sleeping for?
Like since 6.
What's
Today?
the bed for?
She wets the bed.
She wets the bed. Why you gotta cover it like that?
Because you're in here, I open the window and stuff.
Okay, you pull the cover back for me.
Dorothy?
Why is she covered up like that? Her face.
She's sleeping.
Is she?
Just step back for me. Is it Dorothy? Miss Dorothy?
Nah, bro. Hey, bro.
Why she got flowers and stuff around her like that?
Why?
Okay, step back. Step back.
She's dead, sir.
What do you mean she's...
She's dead. I was going to call her relatives in the morning.
Okay. Put your hands up.
The phone's in the room.
Put your hands up.
All right.
Turn around. Put your hands behind your back. 5446. Y'all give me another squad to my location. I'm the supervisor. Put your hands behind your back.
I mean, why didn't you say that from the beginning? Because now you look like you did it, right? I get it, the age, right? But now it looks like you did it. And you're acting suspicious. Why are you putting something so? First of all, 75-year-old, elderly woman. I'm not sure she's going to be able to, very quickly, move that gigantic weighted object that you have blocking the door. I don't know, a lot of weird things so far, guys.
You don't got any weapons or anything like that? Yeah. Turn around. Don't even look at me. Hands behind your back. You're looking at me. Don't do that. Why you look? No, you're not gonna get shot, but you looking at me like that is kind of making me nervous.
Okay, I'll put you.
234 North
Stop looking.
Lower.
I apologize.
Don't do that. I'm telling you. Stop looking at me. You're gonna get tased. You hear me?
Okay.
Just letting you know. Don't do that. All right? I got a taser right now.
Okay.
Just letting you know.
Okay.
All right?
Please.
Alright.
In the face.
Bro.
No.
Please, in the face.
No.
Her relatives. Call her relatives. Call her relatives, please. Tap you.
What?
Please.
Make that other squad 1017, please.
Please. Thanks.
4537, Super Show also responded. 1017, 5372. Come work.
Yeah, he's not gonna let you put those cuffs on.
Just don't move. Put your hands up.
60.
Because you're doing too much moving and you're making me nervous.
I'm 60. Seagull for that.
No. Just don't move.
Seagull. Temple.
Guys,
Report show's going.
like I get it. We came into a situation where we don't know,
On the ground.
but bro was acting weird.
On the ground. On the ground. On your stomach. No, on your stomach.
Why?
Sir, on
Why?
your stomach. Okay. You're doing too much.
Okay, don't take it.
No, you're going to get to this.
Okay, I'm down.
Put your hands behind your back. Now. Hands behind your back. Behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Put your other hand behind your back.
What was the address again?
Your other hand behind your back. Stop resisting.
I'm not resisting.
Put your hand behind your
Is
back.
he trying
Your
to
other
grab the
hand.
pole?
Yep, put it behind your back. Don't move. Just gonna do.
Yep. No way. Oh no.
Stop resisting.
He's not gonna stop. He's not gonna stop.
Stop. Stop.
According to a community briefing, the officer attempted to handcuff Israel but secured only one wrist before a struggle began. At this time, the officer pressed the emergency button on his radio, signaling for immediate backup. During the altercation, Israel allegedly used this 2.5-foot metal pole and attempted to grab the officer's firearm.
Stop. 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 Give me another squad here now. Sir.
Right in the face.
Stop.
Right in the face.
You will be shot. Stop.
Right in the face. Please, right in the face.
Stop.
Okay.
Drop the pole.
Right in the face.
Drop the pole.
Please, right in the face.
Oh no, bro.
Come on. Right in the face.
Drop the pole.
Right in the face.
Drop.
Do it. Come on, right in
Sir.
the face. Please, right in the face. Right
Drop
in
the
face.
pole.
Right in the face. Right in the face.
Now I'm gonna have to shoot
Right in
you.
the face. Come on. Do it, please. You
Bro.
don't know what I see. Do it.
Sir.
Do it.
You don't know what I
You
see.
don't know what I see. Do it.
Sir.
Right in the fucking face, man.
the pole.
Right in the face. Come on. Come on.
Drop the
Come
pole.
on. Right in the face, man. Please.
Drop
Right in the face.
Guys,
on the ground now.
Right in the face. Come on.
On the
this is
ground.
the S, right, by cop, right?
Make it quick.
On the ground.
Nah, bro. Whatever you did to that woman, you're gonna have to deal with that now, bro. That's for you.
Drop it. Drop it.
Yeah, that's for you.
Right in the face.
Drop it.
Right in the face.
Drop it.
Right in the face.
Drop it.
Right in the face. Come on.
Drop it.
You gotta do it, man. Right in the
Drop
Right in the face.
the weight now.
Right in the face.
What?
Drop the weight.
Right in the face.
Drop the weight.
Right in the face.
Drop the weight.
Responding officers attempted a rear entry to the building, but ultimately had to kick down the door to assist.
Subject is at gunpoint.
Right in the
You're in
face.
squad.
Right in the face. Come on.
We are on the road.
Don't take me, man.
Drop.
Don't take me, man.
What? Drop the weight. You said to it.
Shots fired.
Get me. Get me. Give me your hand. Check that wound. I got it. Hold on. Someone get medical now. Call for medical.
According to a community
Okay,
briefing,
here we go,
despite
here we
being
go.
tased, Israel threw the brake rotor at the officer, prompting the officer to fire his handgun. This photo shows the damage caused by the rotor, which was allegedly just inches from hitting the officer.
Okay.
Israel allegedly continued to resist other officers, but was eventually taken into custody.
Good.
Emergency medical services were immediately sent for Israel, and he survived the injuries. The 24-year-old officer was treated and released after minor injuries. The officer had 4 years of service at the time. A medical examiner was called to assess the 75-year-old woman who had no signs of trauma. It was later determined she died from lung cancer, though the exact time of death remains unclear. An investigation was opened to determine if the use of force was justified after the officer-involved shooting incident took place. During this investigation, the officer was placed on administrative leave. On December 5th, 2022, roughly 3 weeks after the shooting, the Milwaukee County District Attorney found the use of force was justified. The officer will face no charges regarding this incident.
He doesn't need to.
For this incident, Israel was charged with 1 count of battery of a law enforcement officer,
tampering
1
with a
count
body,
of resisting an officer, and 2 counts of bail jumping, which was linked to a $2,500 signature bond for prior disorderly conduct charges, according to news sources. In February 2023, the court determined he was incompetent to make decisions related to his case and assist with his defense. However, the court deemed he was a likely candidate to regain competency in his case. He was forced to participate in 62 days of competency restoration treatment, credited as jail time if sentenced. In May 2023, he remained incompetent, leading to extended treatment. By late July 2023, the court declared him competent and set a $5,000 cash bond. In August 2023, he pled not guilty and posted the $5,000 cash bond in September after 10 months in custody. Though the case was prepared for trial, in February 2024, 15 months after the incident, the state dismissed all charges and refunded his bail. However, in March 2024, he was recharged for the same incident with 1 count of attempting to disarm a peace officer, 1 count of resisting or obstructing an officer, and 1 count of bail jumping. A $5,000 signature bond was set in April 2024, and in June, he pled not guilty once again. At the time of posting this video, the case remains pending. Additionally, Israel currently faces separate, unrelated charges for stalking and violating a restraining order in relation to domestic abuse, along with felony bail jumping.
Now, when police receive calls for a check on their well-being, is often a very delicate situation. And though we do use compassion, we also have to respond with caution, because as usual, police enter these situations knowing very little. I've responded to many welfare check calls, and most times the person was either asleep or not home. But on that rare occasion, unfortunately, the end result wasn't always a happy ending. So today we're in Milwaukee and we have a concerned neighbor calling 911 so police can do a welfare check to check on a 75-year-old woman who lives with a 31-year-old man who isn't a family member. Now, this is an immediate cause for concern for me, because when you have a random person living with someone who isn't related to them, it could be just me, but this is extremely suspect because many people like to take advantage of the elderly.
Absolutely.
We do see it a lot. And then we learned that the male living with this woman has an extensive criminal history, which is never good. So my question is, how did this male even end up living here? Did the male actually opened the door for the officer, and everything appeared okay for the moment, until the male picked up the 20-pound brake rotor and then placed it in front of the door, blocking the exit of the apartment. And his explanation was because the door swings open. And just as a side note, in the academy, officers are usually trained to never allow your exit to be obstructed, because you may have to make a quick exit. But at this point, as I'm watching this, the hairs on the back of my neck started to stand up, because the male first states that Dorothy is on the bed. But once the light came on, the male states that Dorothy was right next to the officer the entire time. But here's the thing, Dorothy isn't alive anymore. And the male apparently knew that during this entire interaction, because that's exactly what he whispered to this officer. Now, if you guys are paying attention, this guy gives away multiple signs that he wasn't going to go quiet. Now, the first one is he didn't turn all the way around when the officer gave him an order. And the second, he keeps watching the officer. And the last, he actually pulls away when the officer initially tries to cuff him. And these are all warning signs, and I cannot stress how dangerous this is, because the officer is in this apartment with the door closed with a mentally unstable male. And that...
Okay, guys. Oh, my God. This video here, bro. Real life horror movie? That feels valid. Like, that feels incredibly valid. This man, there's something wrong with him. Now, I don't think he did anything to this woman. Okay, he obviously was taking advantage of her in her, weakened state. He probably was like, hey, listen, I can help you out around the house or something like that. That's probably how that whole thing happened. He blatantly took advantage of this elderly woman. Who knows how long she was gone before that happened? Who knows? I don't believe a single thing that he says, because not at all. The fact that he also tried to lock the door behind himself, that was obviously a telltale sign. Even this guy here at the end has pretty much stated that was a thing here. This was incredibly disturbing. The music didn't help neither. Like, you didn't have to add you scored it in a way, let's say, that it became pretty obvious what you meant by that, by doing that. Let's say you wanted to kind of elicit more. But I'm also not surprised that he ended up getting off, though, right? Like, if the only reason why I'm thinking that he needed to go to jail was because of like his priors and things like that. Okay. I care about what's happening right specifically now before I just immediately, jump on someone's case, let's say. And it definitely looked and felt as if he did that. Then we find out that it was lung cancer was the cause of it. He basically did nothing to the body, so you can't be charged with that. I don't think, right? He had it's natural causes. 75 years old is plausible. Plausible, very plausible. Did I believe that he was going to call? No, not really. No, not at all. I think he was just trying to buy time. It wouldn't have been incredibly intelligent as soon as a cop opened the door to say, hey, listen, this is what's going on? I think so. I think you should have done that. First of all, I think you should have called the police. But obviously, by doing that, what happens? He now has no place to live. I think that's how he strategically did it. The fact that he's also saying that he's now incompetent to serve, to stand up for himself, he was competent enough to understand that once the cops came, right, and they found out that the woman is no longer there, you get what I mean? That he'd have to get out of this house. Unless he was also making a play for her, like Social Security. I mean, understand there's a lot going on here. So to say that he's incompetent, he was pretty competent to do all those things. No? But all right, listen, guys, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. I think this one was absolutely psychotic. In fact.